Sagittarius, welcome to your May 2026 monthly tarot card reading. Let's get into your Sag. Let's see what's coming ahead of the energy. What am I saying? Let's see what's coming towards you. Let's get ahead of the energy. Ooh, in May, magical card number 36. Come to the edge. Fresh start, leap of faith, new opportunity, taking a risk. All right, well, let's see what this energy is. Let's talk about you. Let's see what you can expect in the month of May 2026. All right, so Spirit Guides want you to focus or spend more time or your effort on the Six of Pentacles. What do you want Sagittarius to avoid or spend less time doing? The Sun. And what do you need to know or what's coming to light? The Two of Swords, eh? Okay, it's on the bottom. Nine of Cups, and the come to the edge. Some kind of risk paying off here for you, Sag. Wish come true, dream fulfillment. Could be a healing energy. Let's see. Spirit Guides want you to focus or spend more time on the Six of Pentacles. Very charitable. That's a very kind card. There's you. They want you to be more kind to yourself. Whoa. Oh, hold on, that card's on the floor. Yeah. Okay, there's you. Very heavy in your energy. Excellent. Showing up in your reading today, Sag. And there's the Ten of Wands in reverse. They want you to spend more time being kind, and they want you to take care of yourself this month. Ace of Wands. Okay, this is a month where they want you to show yourself more kindness. Maybe do the things you like to do more often. Maybe just talk nicer to yourself or focus on your physical, there's a lot of astrological influences, so in your sixth house, so it could be all about your routines, your health. Take care of your wellness, your health, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit. There's an energy here where they really want you to focus on you, your mind, your body, and your spirit this month. Showing yourself kindness, showing yourself love, treating yourself to the things you enjoy. Spa day, facial day, jog through the park. The Spirit Guides want you to focus on being kinder to yourself, loving yourself, and showing yourself, taking care of yourself this month, Sag. This is a month about you, baby. It's all about you. Now, what your Spirit Guides want you to spend less time doing is the Sun. Okay. What's that? What is that? Yeah, okay. There's a lot of cards that came to clarify that card. One moment, Sag. What do we have here? We have the Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, Strength, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords in reverse. And there's the Four. They want you to spend less time in your head. There is something here that is definitely weighing you down. You're definitely stuck on, you're definitely holding on to it. Okay, we had this element of kindness. So it's like something's getting you down, and maybe you're eating a lot of chocolate bars, eating a lot of junk food, drinking a lot of Coke, drinking a lot of alcohol, or you're doing something that's not benefiting your body, but it's just kind of temporarily making you feel better, or it's a crutch, or it's this could even simply be negative thinking, holding on to it. There's an element here where they want you to spend less time in your head about the past and more time taking action towards your future. So it's kind of like a get out of your head type of month and get into gear. Take that leap of faith, baby. Take that risk, Sag. Okay? Because the Two of Swords is what's coming to light. That's what your Spirit Guides want you to know. That's what's coming to light. That's a crossroads energy, or it could be a blockage. This card wants out. It's poking its little butt out here. The Four of Swords. The Seven of Wands is in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. Three of Cups. There's like I don't know if you've withdrawn or if you've been withdrawn or if you've pulled yourself back. There's like a little bit of an isolation energy here. This is like, for me, it's like I'm just doing things on my own till I figure something out. I'm just hanging out in my house till I figure something out. I'm just spending some time alone here. I'm going in the forest. I'm turning into Tarzan or Jane till I figure something out. They don't want you to completely isolate yourself or pull yourself back this month. I don't think that'll be good for you, Sag. They still want you to go out and enjoy your life, whether that's your friends or your family, the things you enjoy, right? We got that self-care element here. So it's a month where they don't want you to ignore yourself. I don't know if you're putting yourself last. I don't know what you're doing here, Sag, but there's like an element of sadness and withdrawn or isolation or pullback energy. They don't want you to do that. This is the month where they want you to make sure that you're creating that balance between time alone and time out, or time working and play, right? Play hard, work hard, play hard. But they don't want you to stop doing the things that you enjoy or the things that you love or the things that make you happy this month. That's what you need to know. Why is that what Sag needs to know? Do they stop doing something they love, or... Oh, what did I do with my deck here? I have no idea what I've done. Hold on. I don't know what I did, but I got cards in all kinds of directions. Okay, oh, I put these cards in wrong. Hold on, Sag. I'm not going to take the cards that I did wrong. I was talking and I wasn't watching, but I'm going to take the cards that flew onto the table here. The Devil. Because you're mad at yourself, you're talking about yourself here, Sag. There's something where it's like where you're punishing yourself for something that you've done in the past. You're punishing yourself. Maybe it's a conscious or a subconscious or an unconscious or a superconscious, but that's why they want to tell you that. Like, you're punishing yourself, and you don't need to punish yourself. You don't need to suffer or to... You don't need to punish yourself, Sag. Forgive yourself, forgive someone else, however that applies, but that's why. They don't want you to punish yourself anymore. They want you to remember what it is that you love about life and get back to that this month. Okay. All right. Well, let's go into the general spread. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what you're doing this month, what's coming towards you, why those messages are coming out. Let's talk about you, Sag, and see what's up in the month of May. Who's coming towards Sag? What's coming towards Sag? What's going down? That card wants out. What do we have? Justice. Little Libra energy in the house. The Eight of Wands is in reverse. There's the Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. There's a lot of introspection. There's a lot of, up in your head. You're all up in your head, Sag. I think you've been waiting for justice. I think you've been waiting for something. It's like the Five of Pentacles looking at the Eight of Wands is in reverse. Is you're looking at something and thinking, when is it my turn? Well, I've been, clocking 10, I'm running the 100 meters, I'm getting 10s. I go to race and I get 12. When is it my turn to run 10 in my real race? When is it my turn to show what I can do, right? I've been working hard. I haven't got the promotion. I haven't got the raise. I've been overlooked. When am I getting it? When is it my turn? When am I getting my justice? That didn't tell me what's actually happening. So if you're going to be relating or resonating, you've been waiting for something that you feel you deserve and it hasn't happened yet, and there's something you need to do this month to make it happen. What is that? What is the 36? What is the come to the edge? What is it that Sag needs to do or is going to do this month? What? We have the Lovers, the Knight of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Justice is there. There's something you have to give up. To get what you want, there's something you need to give up, and you know it. Ooh, Sag, the plot thickens. In order to get this, you have to give up something. You have to make a sacrifice in order to make this happen for yourself. You need to give up something. What is it? Because it's definitely not isolation. Or like, you don't have to isolate yourself. It's not. What does Sag need to give up? What? What the heck happened there? One moment, please. Butterfingers. What does Sag need to give up? What do they need to give up or let go? Hermit. Your mind. Your mind is, it's just simply getting out of your head and taking action. It's your mind. That's the wrong card. It's your mind. The Hermit is here. There's the Five of Swords, and there's the World in reverse. It's like an element where you're isolating yourself, or you're keeping everything inside of your head, and they need you to stop doing that this month. This is the month where they want you to get out of your head and take action. What action do you want Sag to take then? What do you want them to do? How do they get out of their head and take their action? What do they... Got a little banana split here. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Swords. There's your mind. Oh, Saggy. Okay, there's the Wheel of Fortune. There's the Chariot. All right. My doodle, I have golden doodles, and they're not supposed to shed. And Wally is shedding, and his fur is getting stuck all over me. Every time I look somewhere, I got dog fur in my face and my eye and my lip. Okay, right now it's stuck in my, like, a little nose here. I got like a little doodle curl. Wally is not the poodle. Nala's a poodle. She don't shed. Okay. What they want you to do, there's your head, there's your mind, there's the Queen of Swords, there's your head, there's your mind, there's the Queen of Swords, there's your head, there's your mind. And the Queen of Swords is the master of the mental realm, right? She's highly intelligent, she's highly honest, but she's in control of her mind, she's in control of her thoughts. She knows what she's doing. And if you notice in this particular deck, she's a blindfold on. So something that you're thinking about is a worry, and it's a fear. And that is what they need you to let go of. There's the divine timing. There's the wheel spinning in your favor. There's things turning in your favor. You're going to see the spin this month. You're going to see things progress this month. And what your spirit guides want you to do or want you to know, or the actions that they want you to take, is to take your actions without doubting yourself, without talking negative about yourself, and without knowing what's going to happen, right? You got to act without expectation. Lord Krishna taught us that. Bhagavad Gita, right? I would say taught us that. So it's that element where instead of worrying about what could happen, what could go wrong, about failing or not getting what you want, take action without that, and know that the worry, don't let the worry stop you. This is the month where they need the worry to stop you. The worry has been, I got this reading not too long ago, Sag. It was a fear of failure, remember? But then you're not going to fail. Is it happening this month? Is it going to allow that? Is it, you want to, is it going to come through this month, or is it just the action's going to start to see progress this month? Let's find that. Let's see. 10 of Swords is in reverse. 3 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And there's the World. There is a doubt. Sagittarius. It's a really tough reading, and I know I feel jumbled. I'm so sorry. They need you to get out of your head. Your head is the only thing that's stopping this, and it is a fear inside of your mind, and it's a form of self-sabotage here. The only reason that you're not getting this is your mind. That's it. And there's your balance. There's your mind, your trinity, your mind, your body, and your soul. There's bringing everything into balance. We're going to talk about your 4 bodies. When you're trying to manifest and when you're trying to create something in your life, if you're not manifesting and you're not creating it, it's because one of your 4 bodies is off. We have our mind, we have our physical body, we have our spiritual body, we have our emotional body. A lot of people can think positively and they can take positive thoughts, but where's those negative thoughts? What's happening to them? They're getting suppressed, or they're getting stuck in your subconscious. So you got to be in control and aware and consciously aware of the thoughts in your mind. You control your mind does not control you. You got your physical body. If you're not taking care of yourself, you don't love yourself, okay? If you're stuffing your face with junk food, with alcohol, with these, that, and the other things, you're not taking care of your body. You're aware of the damage that you're doing. It is going to cause problems for you at some point in life. And the fact is, you could have a million problems, but if you're sick, you have one problem, and now all of a sudden nothing else matters. So you've got to take care and show that physical self-love. And I'm going to say something that's going to offend a lot of people. Don't be offended by this. If it makes you uncomfortable, I challenge you to sit with it. But every single book I've ever read about manifestation, about magic, about bringing things into your life, talks about fasting and the food. The food in the world right now is kind of poisonous. It's not really good for us, no matter what you're getting. There's shit in it, especially the meat. The meat is filled with chemicals, it's filled with hormones, it's filled with crap, and ultimately it's filled with a dead soul. It makes it a lot more difficult to manifest when your body is filled with chemicals and things that are going to keep you vibrating low. Be very well aware of what you're putting in your body. And that's why that's so offensive. I am a vegetarian, but I'm not. I'll eat meat sometimes. Like at Christmas, I'll have turkey. Really, the only meat I eat is turkey. I'll have it sometimes. But I know that that's a struggle. But fasting and clean eating will help to raise your frequency and manifest quicker. Then you have your physical, what do we do? Your mind, your body, your emotions. If you suppress your emotions, if you keep your emotions inside, if you're not dealing with them, they will fester up in chaos into your life. They will fester up into chaos in your body. We got to deal with our emotions. We got to work through them. We have to understand them. We have to deal with them. We can't suppress them or ignore them. They're going to create chaos in our life and in our reality. And when that happens, we're not a conscious creator. Someone else is consciously creating our reality. And then the last one is the spiritual. You got to have a spiritual connection, right? That cord's got to be open to your source self, to your higher self, to your spiritual self, to your spirit side. There has to be a spiritual side to yourself. You have to understand that part of life and that other aspect. So right now, one of those 4 bodies is off. I do feel it's the mind on this case, but we did get that element of physical self. So there could be something that you're doing that's harming your physical body, and it could be making things more difficult to be keeping your frequency down. All right, I'm sorry if that was offensive. I never mean to offend. That's what I got, and that's what your guides want to say today, Sag. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. We'll jump back into the tarot. So what does Sagittarius need to surrender to here in the month of May? Stress. You be stressing out, Sag, take some time. Maybe that's why you need to do something that you truly enjoy. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let go of the stress as you come back to your center. What's your Akashic Record message here for May? Spirit Guides, Akashic Record message for Sag. Akashic Record message here for Sagittarius. The right direction. Life has to be in the right direction. Think more, try more, find the right path. If you move in the right direction, you're not going to get lost and you will get closer to success. But you gotta move, right? There's a really strong element of just getting out of your head this month, Sag. Maybe you've just had an idea and you haven't acted on that idea, and this is the time to act on it. Okay, let's get the career advice for those of you. This is revolving around your career, your finances in some form, some manner. What do we have here? One moment, Sag, one moment. Frozen. Okay, there might be a hiring freeze or no new work. Being aloof can leave you in the cold, but a warm follow-up gets you in the door. Action. Entrapped, right? The worst you can do, I made this comment once where I was an HR manager, right? That's where my education lies. So back in my 20s, I worked in human resources, and I had made a comment on a tarot reading, I think it was a few years ago, that if you follow up, they'll tell you why you didn't get the job. They'll tell you, like a lot will tell you. Not all will. Some of them will just ignore you. You know, there's dicks, but there's no harm in following up. The worst you'll get is ignored and get no reply at all. But there's feedback that you could really get that's helpful with regards to your resume or something you said in the interview, or, you know, it also shows initiative. They'll keep you in mind. You'll be the one that they remember the next time they have a job, or if the current employee doesn't work out, you'll be remembered. You'll set yourself apart. There's nothing wrong with following up. It is not the most pleasant process, but it can be one that really gives you information to guarantee you get the next job. We have trapped, Sag. You might feel stuck in your current situation, but you have options. So keep looking while, look for another job while keeping the one that you have for now. All right, let's get to it. Let's get back into the tarot and let's see what else you need to know. Let's see what else is coming out, what else is happening this month. Spirit Guides, what else is coming towards Sagittarius in May? What other messages do you want to pass along? What else do they need to... Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. This is be cautious with your money. Okay, pay attention to where you're spending your money. You might be worried about money. Yeah, there's a really strong message here about money. Money, 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 money. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. The Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and you're worried about your money. They really want you to pay attention to where you're spending your money this month. The Magician and the Moon. There's like an emotional spending here. What's the message? You're worried about your money. Okay, so what do you want to say to Sag about that money? Because with that moon, the moon, when I saw that moon, it felt like someone who goes shopping to make themselves feel better. I used to do that. Or someone who goes out and buys themselves junk food to make them feel better. Oh, I'm having a bad day. I'm going to go get that Big Mac. It's like something where you spend money to comfort yourself, and they want you to be consciously aware of that. Okay, but what is the other yeah, the Magician. Whoa. The Magician, the King of Cups, same cards spit out. The Magician, the King of Cups. What do you really want? What do you... There's something you're spending your money on, and you don't really want to spend your money on that. I'm trying to understand the message. They want you... Yeah, what do you really want? There's like an element where... It's like you're saving up for a trip. You want to take a trip to Cancun, and you're trying to save your money, but then you have a bad day and you go spend $500 on, you go to the casino and gamble your money away. They really want you to think about where you're spending your money and what your goals are this month. Pay attention to your needs, to your wants, to places you're spending your money that maybe you don't need to spend it, or maybe there's that emotional spending where if you're upset, maybe put the credit card or the debit card away or something and try and find a better way of dealing with those emotions, or like maybe go to like, you know, peanut butter parfaits at Dairy Queens are pretty freaking satisfying. That'll cheer up anybody. Maybe you're going at your peanut butter parfait, but there's just this element where they really want you to pay attention to that, because that action stopping you from, you know, maybe getting your trip to Cancun because now you're spending your money on those peanut butter parfaits. So May is where they really want you to evaluate your finances, where you're spending your money and what it is that you want. You want to take a trip this summer? You want to go somewhere this summer? I, Sagittarius, want to go to Lake Louise in Alberta, Canada. It is my goal. It is my dream. And as soon as the weather's a little bit nicer, that's where I'm going. I don't give a shit. You're going to see some tarot readings in freaking Lake Louise because that's where I want to go. I've not gone there and I'm 45 years old. I'm going to Lake Louise. So that's my goal. What's your goal, Sag? What do you want? Because this is a month where they want you to really think about where you're spending your money. Because when you get emotional, upset, have a bad day, something happens that just knocks you off, there's a way that you're spending your money or you're dealing with that. And it's stopping you from getting your goal. Maybe it's a business, right? So however it is, they just want you to be consciously aware and just think about the expenditures and really look at the money and the way that you're spending it this month. Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and get really honest about this is different. This is what you want. There's something you want. You might have to make a financial sacrifice in order to save to get there. Excuse me. Be aware of that. Create your plan and stick to it, Sag. That's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So, Sag, hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Where's my yes or no deck? I don't know. Where did I put it? There it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I hope you have a fantastic month. If you like my style, as always, I do ask to like, comment, subscribe. And Sag, let's close your reading today with your yes or no question. And guys, yes, I'm still open for personal readings. I'm getting a lot of comments. I am. I just haven't been promoting them. I'll probably just mention them at some point in the reading. I'll try to remember. But it's always linked in the description and it's always pinned in the comment section for you. And Sag, let's get your yes or no question here. What's your question for May? What's the question for May? You have your answer? No, wait. Do you have your question? I have your answer. Are you ready? Well, not at all. That's what I got. I truly wish you the best of luck, Sag. Until next time.